Alright, let's change the thumbnail. The thumbnail's almost ready. Thinks I'm live. I don't know if this is working. Discord? Thinks I'm working. Alright, I think that should be good. So we'll go ahead and log in with that playing in the background. And go check the stream lag. Should be good. So we'll go ahead and log in with that playing in the background. And go check the stream lag. Should be good. So we'll go ahead and log in with that playing in the background. And go check the stream lag. Should be good. So we'll go ahead and log in with that playing in the background. Stream lag. Lag. Cool. Seems good. Lag. Cool. In theory, I am now live for what will be my last stream before we get ready for launch. So I do need to make sure that my thumbnail is correct to show last stream. And that looks good. Go ahead and refresh that page. And see what this does. All right. And I'm going to try out some new music and stuff, so we're just going to hang out tonight. The goal of tonight is to basically clear out my quest log. That means I'm going to drop a lot of quests. Some of them are probably valuable quests, but I just don't want anything in my quest log, so I can always go back and pick them up. And so we're going to clear out my quest log, and then I am going to, maybe do a few of them. We'll see what they kind of are. I have a lot in here, so like this leave, I can go ahead and abandon. That's fine. So we'll go ahead and knock out some quests. I'm going to try not to use too much experience because we are down to that point where the math says this is really all the experience you're getting, if that makes sense. So yeah. This music is very quiet. Let's go to the next song. All right. Hopefully everybody else is having a wonderful evening. And I do need to get the description updated because my encoding software deletes that when I go live. And we'll push this to, I didn't realize Brian had changed the game to Final Fantasy. There we go. Fixed. All right. Let's play some Final Fantasy. Let's clear some inventory. Let's get ready. I could work on like class quests and stuff if the night pushes on to be that long. We'll just have to see. So I'm going to jump back to, I could go ahead and do, while I'm here, let's do one last round of Cactpot. And I don't know that I'm going to remember to check this on Saturday, so we'll go ahead and, I'm not even going to buy a big ticket. We'll just purchase mini Cactpot. Yes. Okay. So we could have a 789 diagonally. We could have a 321. Oh, and it was a 789. That hurts. That hurts. Okay. Well, that's what I get. Okay, we got a 9. We'll do this. There we go. At least we know it's not a 789. And there's junk again. Can't win them all the time. I've won 2 in a week before, in a day. Unbound, welcome to the workforce. How are you doing this evening? Not sure if you're hanging out live. There is nothing good here. This is all junk. Doesn't matter. It's all junk. Okay. Cool. That looks good. Let's go ahead and jump back to Mist. We'll start clearing out inventory, start dumping things on retainers, and that'll be great. Go ahead and tweet this out. Live on YouTube, the last stream before Shadowbringers. There's a link, I'm assuming that I can share this. I don't know where the link is. Ah, there it is. Share. Perfect. Perfect. Trying to learn how to use Twitter. You hit 69 on Bard, but you'll have time to hit 70 before. Just keep in mind that any leveling you do, if you do it through any form of content that uses rested XP, you're using up the rested XP you'll have for 70 plus. So, so instead of doing your daily roulette in dungeons, for example, you should maybe try doing, just doing like Heaven on High, because Heaven on High doesn't use rested experience. All right. Oh, look at you hitting 54. Slow and steady. Oh, and you got a little bit of money for me, I see. Well, thank you. Sell items in my inventory. We have a huge problem with items in my inventory. So if you wouldn't mind selling some of that off. Dome and iron ore is trading at a decent rate. We mined a lot of that up last week. Copper and nickel sand as well. It's usually worth a pretty penny. Diatomite. Everything must go. That is literally something that should be vendored. You've been doing hunts? Oh, cool. Oh, you're stuck in the hospital. Hopefully everything's okay, Alex. Hospitals can be miserable places. I used to have a job where I worked in and around a lot of hospitals, and it just depends on what part of the hospital you're in and what you're there for determines the tone. $11.99. The octopuses sell well. I think they're used for a leave for experience. I could be wrong, but I think that's why they sell so high. $63.98. $700, so $6.99. $3.49. Wow, there's quite a bit here. Oh, high quality. Good. $24.90. Get it gone. Germanian mistletoe. Ideally, everything gets me at least like 1,000 gil. Otherwise, it just doesn't add up fast enough is the problem. 38.18. Okay. Growth formula Ada. I'm getting a fair bit gone here. Got some savage aim. Oh, I cannot put anything more for sale. All right. How do I get my inventory to split like that? What do you mean? Like it looks different? Like it's just different tabs? Versus... So in your, I think, system configuration, maybe? It might be character configuration. You can change the way your inventory looks. Item settings, inventory. So I can change it to normal. and apply. And then when I open it up, it's really inconvenient. Or I can do expanded, which I prefer. I find that way easier to use. Yeah. Alright, what server do I play on? I play on Sargatanas. This like character configuration thing, like there's tabs within tabs and there's all this stuff, and like every patch or so they add stuff to it. So like all throughout 4.x there was more stuff added, and with 5.x we're gonna have stuff added with 5.0, 5.1. There's always stuff going on in the UI, and a lot of times it's hidden down in patch notes. They don't go over it in the live letter, and like some of it isn't stuff that you think it's a big deal until you go to use it and you're like, oh, thank goodness. So I think it's nice. All right. Another retainer venture. Good for you. Sell items in my inventory. Thank you. I will. You just got some mushrooms that ideally are worth something. Not really. I'm not a pig. My pig's for my tanks. Pig is for my tanks. But since you guys always see me tanking, why are these so cheap? Animal hide. Alright, well, off it goes then. Adamantoise shell. It's down at 19. Not sure that's really worth taking up one of my sales slots, but we're focused on just getting stuff out of my inventory today. Retainer sell item. And then we can maybe clean retainers depending on how long stream's going. Step 1, prep my character. Crescent 196, ooh, nice. Anything we have, even if I was going to use it for crafting, it can go. We can always get it back. 699. What do pigs do for tanks? I think they make it easy to follow me. They make it easy to keep your eyes on me. And since I main tank, the rooster, welcome. They make it easy to like enjoy the cutscenes a little bit more. As somebody who really struggles with how long the cutscenes can stuff be in this game, I just think it's funny to have a metallic blue pig in the cutscene. Potent binding potion. All right, that's a big stack of those. High quality too. Ooh, what you want for high quality? 5,000, 2,000. Looks like 20. Looks like 3,000 would probably sell. Shannon Scott, welcome to the workforce. 3,000. It's been a big subscriber day for you guys, so thank you so much for hitting the subscribe button. High elixir, I don't think I'm gonna need that. I'm leveling as a tank, so like I'm just not really worried about it. Well, that's not really worth selling. Cordials I'll hold on to. X-Ethers, potions I'll hold on to for now. Crafting tea I'll go ahead and sell. Doesn't hurt. It's not worth that much. Oh, I have my Fantasia still. How convenient. Crimson Cider. Why is that? What's Crimson Cider for? Okay, we'll sell that. 17.49. And then this is good for gathering food. I don't plan on needing gathering food. 195. All right. And we can sell off some materia. Oh, it's trading below value. That's a bummer. Okay, we may be going and buying a bunch of materia if it's trading below value. That's people that don't understand how the materia market's going to work. So, that's fine. I don't mind. Yeah, so if materia is going to trade below value right now, it's a great time to buy materia. Because you can always vendor it. So like they're literally selling it cheaper than vendor price. So it's a perfectly safe risk. What's going on, Rock Druid? There's a lot of stuff that's not explained in game. Like what? Like, I mean, yes, there is. Like, this game is very poorly documented. I mean, we run an entire YouTube channel on that theory. But if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Alright. I think it maybe next... I've never been worth more than like 20 million. So I think maybe next expansion I might make a push for money. We'll see. Just to see how high I can get it. There's really no point in money beyond that. Just seeing how high you can get it. Alright. Sell items in your inventory because I just got some new items. I just got this Pleco. That I was selling on my other character here. Go ahead and sell off the last of this dome and stuff too. Okay. And in my retainers inventory, we're just gonna fill it up. This stuff, raw fluorite. This stuff's literally selling below the price that you buy it off the vendor, which is unfortunate. Ruby, come on, please, something of value. Here we go. Something. It's a bummer I only have one of them. Materia's been dropping like crazy. Part of that is that any of the materia that has stats on it, people don't want anymore. Is that really the price? That's a huge spike. No, it's not the price. 500 is the price. We'll try 550. Up it by 10%. Hey, something sold. I mean, I don't plan on logging back in. I think I'm logging out tonight, and Hollow Rex, welcome. I will not be logging back in until I am ready for the game. So I may log back in just one time before the servers go down Wednesday night, just to make sure that like my PS4, if there's like been a patch that pushed out or anything like that, that it's up to date. But I'm literally just going to log in as soon as I see my character log back out. So I am done playing at the end of tonight, and debatably tonight, considering what you consider playing. I'm kind of just in that state where I'm ready to start resting, build up my rested experience on my character, build up my rested experience as a human, if you will. Just have no value. Mineral water. There's something that's always fun to sell. Really? It's plummeted in price. It was trading for like 100 the other day. Man, thank you guys for hitting subscribe and following all that. Welcome, welcome. Alright. Well, I changed to the frog suit, so I think I'm going to assign the frog suit to a different role. So, tanking has always been my pig, and I think I'm going to leave it that way. But since next expansion I plan on spending a great deal of time on healers, I think my healer might be a frog. And then I think you can assign different die sets to different glamour plates, so if that's the case, then I may actually try to come up with a different color pig for each tank, and then a different color frog for each healer. Now, I would think dyes were going up in price, because it seems like they're making the dyeable page a lot easier to use. Like and there's going to be a big push of, there's always like any houses that kind of trade hands and stuff through all this mess and get redecorated. There's just a big resurgence of players, so I would think that dyes in general would go up in value. Bear's fat 464. $700. Hey, one of those fish already sold. How nice. I have so much junk in here. Okay. Well, that one doesn't have any money on it. Okay. Green pigs. We did a green pig when I first got the pig. Do you guys remember how creepy that was? Before I got the head, I was just running around in the green pig body. Or no, I think it was the other way around. I had the head first. What is the max rested XP? I don't know, but I know it's like 4 or 5 days to get. And so I thought it was around this time, and then Miztech tweeted out this morning that today was the last day to use experience if you wanted your rested to cap out. Now, she did say for people that want to keep playing, that have that last little bit to go on maybe an alt class or something, that that Heaven on High does not use your experience. Wow, why did Stormstab not sell? Did it just plummet in price? Probably. Yeah. It's going to plummet in price because Stormstab is used to build all the level 70 gear. So, like, it's not going to have the same value that it did. I mean, it makes sense. It just is a bummer. Alright, so let's go sell off that last thing here. Okay, 600. But yeah, Heaven on High doesn't use up your rested, so like it's not a bad leveling method. But like those crafters, if you're leveling up your crafters, that is using your rested experience. And so you're doing that, and now your main is not going to level up as fast as it did. I'm guessing a lot of people are done running maps. Yeah, they've plummeted in price. Okay, let's get that going. This character never keeps much on it, so I may have to move stuff off those other retainers to just kind of fill this up. Okay. Great. Now, you have be maining warrior. Yeah, I mean, I just want my main character to hit level 70 as fast, or level 80 as fast as possible. Any last minute preparations that you can do, you're level 70, so you've got your main, you're well north of 350 or 380, which are kind of the two. 350 I think would be a minimum to target. 380 is, anything above 380 you're probably fine for the expansion. I mean, there's people that want to really cap it out, but anything above 380, you're going to replace it pretty quick. You've got all your MSQ done, you've got all your inventory clean. If you're going to raise a gatherer, I mean, body and miner level pretty much the same. I would just pick whichever ones. If you like fishing, it's different than the other two. So if you don't like fishing, don't consider that. Sell items in your retainer's inventory. Ooh, I bet rainbow cotton bowls are worthwhile. Really? What happened there? All right. Let's try again. How is Dragoon changing? I don't know offhand. I don't remember it being one of the ones that got a big massive change. Yeah, I mean, if you're at 400, you're fine. Anything above, like, the 380 crafted gear is enough to carry you through the first quests. And then as soon as it's done carrying you, you're off to the races. David, welcome. What's AF subscriber? I saw an AF subscriber. I don't know what that means. Turn from... have retainer sell items. There we go. Alright. F-tail. Looking at some high quality here. That's some high quality F-tail. Then there's some non-high quality. Okay. I think everybody's been on Ventures and has 20 of 20. Except for the last guy who I literally don't have anything else to list. So, now we get to start actually cleaning. Entrust, withdraw items. Or actually, first let's get that materia out of my inventory here. And then let's go check materia. And let's see if any of it's trading below value. Like, people are buying strength materia. I have no idea why. We've literally been told that this is becoming worthless. They're just buying it to keep it, I guess. I don't understand. They're not removing it from the game, but they are removing its use. So this is worth 660. It's got a fee of 31, so that's going to put it at 653, which is still below 650. That has a bigger fee, so I'd actually be losing money. I'm in Limsa, so I can actually buy this stuff at 660 at cost. So we'll do that. There's no value in like there's no sells for 1188. Yes, we will buy that. Like there's no I can literally vendor that and get my money back at any time. So like there's no downside to buying it, and then I can gamble with it, or if it goes up in price, I can sell it. Yeah, no problem. I will take it. And if I was willing to jump cities, I could do even more, but I'm not. 132. 198. Nobody in their right mind is buying this right now. 264. We'll do the 5 last. 660. Way below. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you can swap it at the... yeah, I can take it... So, by buying it this cheap, if I want to go trade it out, I can. And if I don't want to trade it out, like, I can check the value and sell it, do it that way. Doesn't bother me. 66. I mean, honestly, I should be willing to pay the fee on... Like, it's not... At cost is not a bad gig. Like, this stuff here, this top listing, that's not a bad gig, but... Like, this is a guaranteed way to, like, I don't lose any money by buying this. Like, I literally get to keep all of that money. Right. Mind 2. Mind 3. Mind 4. $60 to $61. Is that what you guys think is the worst section to level? I think just getting yourself up into Heavensward is the worst. That gap between level 50 and getting into the Heavensward content. I didn't mind any of Heavensward. Maybe it was just paced well, or maybe I just had a lot of free time at the time, but I didn't mind. Like, look at this. There's just this huge spike in price. Like, we'll go ahead and buy it. Pay the extra 16. Just on the off chance that that actually is worth that crazy spike. I don't think anybody's buying Materia right now. I don't know why you'd be slotting Materia this late in the game. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do. Just don't think it's worth it. You think 60 to 61 is the worst? Alright. They've buffed the experience on MSQ so much over the years that the other thing is, like, when I talk to people that have leveled, it's a question of when you leveled, because, like, leveling at the time is a totally different experience than leveling now. You know, I mean, they do their best to preserve that experience. So I'm technically losing 2 gil there on the delivery fee. But I'm not going to jump cities this many times. Like, when you're buying tons and tons of stuff, it's just a pain. Quick arm, Materia 1. Oop, now we're in the purples. Purple, purple. All right. You almost have 200 cracked clusters. I wonder how many I have. I guess I'd probably go trade those then. I just haven't needed Materia all expansion, really. I think when I was first leveling my warrior, I needed it, and then I think Sparta gave it to me. Because I think Sparta was doing hunts and stuff at the time, so I think Sparta was sitting on, like, you know, some preposterous number of clusters already early in the expansion. And so I want to say Sparta gave it to me. Let's see. Yeah, that's worth it. Just did that one. Nope. And we're in the yellow. This is a lot of materia to come up with here. Oh, that's a big stack. 40 at cost. They could have literally vendored it and gotten that money immediately, and now instead they'll be getting my money, but they'll have a market board cut. So they had to wait for my money instead of getting the instant money. Like, it doesn't make any sense why people sell things at cost. I think maybe they just don't know how the market board works, or the fact that there was not for a long time, but there is a right-click have retainer sell items, and that makes that whole thing not a big deal. Okay. 1188 in Limsa. And there's no way any of these are selling at cost. Yeah. The Gatherer stuff is actually just... This is what you want. Like, the Gatherer and Craftsman stuff actually has value. Yeah, huge value. Okay. So, let's go deposit all this. Probably the single most materia I've gained in a day before. And any of the materials I didn't have, I probably now do. Because I can see it filling up. Cracked clusters, I have 20. Okay. Cool. What's going on, Chuck? Same way people sell dyes that you buy for 50, and especially when those dyes are used for the fashion report, those dyes spike in price, and they'll just be vendor dye. Like, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, lazy's one thing when you're talking about, like, who buys it. But when you're talking about who sells it, you say lazy, but, like, I can literally go sell inventory items, and so, like, say that I want to sell these, right? I can right-click, sell items, and they will vendor it right there. It's right next to it. Trust items. Welcome, Jessica. Eureka potion. Probably never use those again. Don't know what all this stuff is for. We'll go through and kind of sort it in a little bit, but right now I just want to get my inventory clean. A lot of this is like gathering materials that are market prohibited. So I'm sure they're used for stuff. We'll hold on to baits and manuals. Don't need Gold Saucer VIP cards unless for some reason I need to make a big push in MGP. Oh, more cracked clusters. Okay. That's a pretty clean inventory. And we can dump my last cracked clusters in there. And sort. And use this card. That card has already been used. Well, you guys know what that means. Gotta go get rid of it. Golden Saucer. Alright. How soon until they start working on relic weapons? I think that's like 5.2, 3, somewhere in there. 5.3 is deep dungeon usually, right? So 5.1 we'll get our first raid. So 5.1 I think would be, or 5.2 might be is when we get our relics. You can go back and look. They follow the same pattern. So the 2.x, 3.x, 4.x, like there's a pattern to it. So you can definitely kind of stick with that. I mean, I know people that started Eureka late, but I get the feeling of falling behind. You think it'll be with 5.1? Okay. Ooh, nice. Something sold. On the shop selling price, they put it in the tooltip. They couldn't have made it easier. All right. I need the card square, which is this way. Right? I think this is right. Okay. Hello. Selling cards for MGP. The Colbury card. Sell. Thanks for the MGP. Okay. Now, let's go drop some quests. A Lancer quest. Get rid of it. I never finished my Paladin quest. Get rid of it. Any class quests I can do when I get to that class in Shadowbringers. A just normal quest. Get rid of it. Another normal quest. Get rid of it. Let's see. Let's just go dump a bunch of stuff. An emote. I got really behind on some of this stuff. I took a couple breaks this expansion, like for things like BFA. So I got way behind. Here we go. Here we go. It's gone. All right. No quests in my journal. Ready. And so it says to be continued. So I'm all set there. You guys want to see some pig? We can hop on some pig. All right. So I have a 380 set with little to no inventory. And yeah. Reduced durability. That's market prohibited, but I don't really see that as valuable, but I'll hold on to it. And then fishing, I assume I'd be fishing right in the new zones. They usually sell bait in the zones. So I may go ahead and just put that in my bank as well. You didn't know the card area had somebody that buys your cards? Oh my gosh, I hope you haven't been vendoring all those or deleting all those cards. Yeah. I mean, I usually just let them build up. I forget about it, but I just kind of carry them around. Alright. So we'll go ahead and drop off all the bait as well. I'm leveling my Fisher as my third thing, so I don't see needing that right away. Sell items in your inventory. Anybody that's doing some last minute fishing might appreciate this stuff. I'm not doing any. I want no new items between here and the expansion. Okay. Trust to retainer. There we go. And high elixir will just, yeah, it's selling below vendor price. I don't see needing elixirs anytime soon because I'm not going to be playing any MP classes, so like I can always come buy them if I need them back. Yeah, they just sell at vendor price, so just get them out of my inventory. It's not like I'm suddenly not going to be able to afford elixirs if that comes up. Same with this. Like, this caps at 2,400. This is just not worth my time. There we go. Cordials, on the other hand, are a little bit harder to build up. Okay. The crafting tea here, 164. It's going below vendor price. That's unfortunate. I will not have the ability to repair my gear in the new expansion, so I might as well get rid of this, because it'll be too high a level for my crafters. Okay. Great. 9 of 140 items. Cool. That looks great. Will I provide an initial no spoiler React stream to playing? So Brian and I have kind of talked about how we want it. We're still finalizing the details, but just the rough draft idea. I think what Brian and I are thinking we want to do is I think we want to off and on take turns streaming for the entire first 24 hours in 3 to 4 hour chunks. Brian will, of course, be doing the story, and I will not. We will be sure to label that. And I think because of 5.1 having the New Game Plus, I think I'm going to skip story to get to Cap. Just because on day one, I think there's going to be a lot of people that want to see our guides really fast, and so one of us needs to push through so that we can have the level 80 guides out nice and fast. And then, and Brian's not willing to skip story. And I think on day one, there's going to be a lot of people that want to play that are stuck at work, and they're going to want to watch without it being super spoilery. So I think I may go spoiler free. Gush all greens. I have 120 or something like that. All right. Yes. Any new information on housing? No. There's nothing firm on housing yet. I'm sure they're going to talk about housing at some point. Wow, I need a repair. Yeah. But I don't know. I may just watch cutscenes and skip all the quests. I'm not sure. I'll label whatever it is I do in my stream names. So it'll be really clearly marked. It'll be marked in my thumbnails, and it'll be marked in the titles. Whether or not a stream has spoilers in it, or is spoiler-free. So we're going to try to make that relatively clear. Let's go ahead and just repair it. A repair all button, like really all, not just equipped, because that's really repair equipped. An actual like repair all button that repaired all slots would just be incredible. Like, I'll pay it. Just tell me what you want. Okay. Are they giving us more levels for Chocobos? Not that I know of, but they did make note when we asked them about squadrons being in the open world that they did a big amount of rework on the way companions work on the code side of things in 4.4, which sounds like that means that they were planning on them kind of having some integration, at least knowing that people with Blue Mage would make a push at them. So hopefully they would kind of think about that then. I don't know. There we go. Okay. Now we can start working on my armory chest. Because I have all sorts of stuff in here. So, let's go... Anything that's not on a set, like this is for fishers, that needs to go. And then we need to retrieve materia. Yes. Okay. Like, I'm never going to have a level 50 gatherer again. Level 50 tank. My Dark Knight's below level 50, but I can always just buy gear for my Dark Knight when I get to it. Since I didn't draft the Dark Knight, so it's going to be a while. Jamal, welcome. Level 54 for caster. I don't see needing that anytime soon. And level 58 for tank. Don't need that anytime soon. It would have to be north of 60 to be interesting. 60 for caster. Not going to need that because I won't need it for Dancer. 60 for Tank, that could be interesting. 62 for Caster, not worth having. 66 for Caster, not worth having. They're not adding a new Caster, so the first Caster I'm going to level is Black Mage, which is already at cap. So I'm really only worried about like the first 4 or 5 jobs I level. After that I can always go acquire more. Level 70 Disciple of Land. Why do I not have that equipped? So when I jump onto one of my level 70s, I have a 220, and that's a 290? Question mark? Why is that not better? Is it just not better because of the... Okay, so I've got Perception 173, Perception 157. It is better. It is better. It's just not better because of the Materia. Well, I can fix that. Okay. Let's retrieve Materia then. And hope we don't lose it. I received it. Retrieve Materia again. I got it again. Great. Let's get rid of that. And I need to go affix my Materia. I don't know the closest place to do a Materia meld. The one in Foundation's the one I always use. Alright. Close to needing another onion. Nice. What's going on, Mira? Try and watch my other video, but I went live. Oh, that's alright. Oh, we had 2 really long videos today. It was a lot of watch time published. Aethernet, we are jumping to the Jeweled Crozier. I just want to attach this Materia real quick while I'm thinking about it. I like this spot because I can attach Materia, I have access to my retainers, I have access to a market board, so it's always where I do it. I'm sure there are other ones that I should consider. Like, I know this isn't the only Materia melder in the game, but it's the one I always use. Okay. Inventory, equipped, the hood, and I want a... I think I just want gathering, raw gathering. If it'll take it. We can do a perception, that's fine. I guess that's what I had on there before. Okay. Cool. So we should jump to Fisher and recommended gear, equip that. Yes. Back around to Botanist, because I didn't save it. Equip it. Update gear set. Alright. If I jump to Miner and say recommended gear set, everything's good. I mean, I've had to clean this out before, so it's not like the first time I've cleaned it, even in the like recent months, but level 70 caster. And a 360 level 70, which I have beat. We can go ahead and retrieve the Materia from that. Ugh! 40%. That hurts. Oh, I got it. Cool. 40% again. Probably gonna lose this one. Oh, the one in Gridania's close? Okay. Oh, and I lost the Quick Arm Materia 6. Well, it is what it is. Why do we not have a Materia Melder in the FC house? I don't know if we do. If we do, then I've been teleporting here for no reason. A 360 chest piece that can go. Since I don't glamour like normal looking glamours, like I'm not worried about it being like Evilisian armor or relic, you know, like I don't care about any of that. So it doesn't really matter. Like all of that stuff can go. Like if I'm gonna glamour, it's to look ridiculous. I appreciate that other people look awesome. That's just my personal preference. Okay. 68 caster. Do not need it. Get it out. 65 for tanks, I'll keep. 63 for tanks, I'll keep. 60 for tanks, I'll keep. Because I'm doing Gunbreaker almost immediately. 60 for casters can go. 61 for land can go. That's a fairly recent one that can go. Retrieve Materia. Alright. 58 for tank I can actually get rid of. I will never have need... Well, not never, because my paladin will or my Dark Knight will technically need some of this stuff when I finally get around to leveling my Dark Knight. But since I didn't, like, once again, like, since I didn't even draft Dark Knight, I will not, and I don't think I drafted Red Mage either. So, like, I'll never need, and, like, the Red Mage gear, I get that it's really iconic and everything, I just don't need it. Botanist. 46 for Gatherer, we'll never need again. If they add another Gatherer, I guess I technically would need this stuff. Now, the True Blue, I do like the Blue Mage look. So I will be keeping that as its own thing. Like, that's actually, in my mind, one of the few that I really like it. 360 for tank. Nope. I have beta. Okay. 290 for Black Mage. Hey, that map sold. Good for them. Go enjoy yourself some last-minute maps. The Dark Knight story is good. I have my second character that I've been trying to enjoy stories with so that I can keep playing the game the way I've always played games and not feel like I'm missing things out. You know, missing out on things. Oh, 60 for tank. Yes, I do want that. 60 for caster, however, I do not. If it was like 60 bard gear, I would keep it for dancer. Bard machinist gear, but that's not what it is. 58 for tank. This stuff's selling like hotcakes tonight. Lots of last minute play here. Like, I know some of this, like, Paladin level 50 gear and stuff's really important. Culinarian level 50, get it gone. Botanist level 50, get it gone. Retrieve Materia. Retrieve Materia. And Fisher level 50. Get it gone. Cool. Do I think that a Stormblood will come with Fantasia? No. No, they give you one free one when you finish, I think, your ARR story. So you have your free one for new players built into that kind of leveling process. And I think that somebody ran the numbers on adding a new race and said at least we can make money back knowing all these people are going to pay for it. It's just too good for business to leave it. They're selling, I'm sure they're selling a ridiculous... Now, putting them on sale or something would make sense to me. That's a nice compromise. Gathering at level 40. 44 tank. Nope. And there we go. Okay. That got through those 3 slots. Oh my gosh. Let's get some weapons, and then we'll be done with the first 4, and then I'll decide what to do with all this. Warrior 360. Is that Relic? Is that what that is? No. Augmented. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not burning any more experience, but I know that a lot of people are going to use this time to get their last grafters up and stuff. I want full rested. I think I'm going to hold on to my Zenith Black Mage weapon and my chicken knife for now. chicken knife, I think, came with collector's edition of Stormblood, if I remember correctly. The Miner 50, I don't think I'll use. The Miner 43, I don't know. What's it look like? Well, it does look pretty cool. Alright, we'll hold on to it. I don't know how easy it is to get some of this stuff back. 62. The blue ones especially, because I think the blue ones come from like quests or achievements or something. These gray ones are just vendor or craft. So we'll assume that the axe here is just as cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay. Just in case I want to make my crafters look amazing, we'll have options. Okay. Now, let's go deal with this. Because we've got already an immense amount of items to deal with here. So if it levels my desynth, we're going to do that as the priority, because my desynth has been very expensive to level. We'll just dump it on this one. This is fine. Okay. So if it levels my desynth, we're going to do that first. But like I need to get my desynth out, which the easiest way I find to do that is to go click on a class. Okay. So it requires 87 from armor. Oh, desynth at 43. So no. Don't want to desynth it. And then conversion would be my second favorite. And then turning it into Grand Company stuff would be my next. Desynth, I don't desynth weapons. And it doesn't convert. Yeah, I don't desynth weapons because they desynth with blacksmith, which I'm not leveling. Convert. Yes. Are 100 free slots enough inventory for Shadowbringers? Probably. That's a lot. Cannot convert. Did not use it long enough. Can convert. The 2 squares of rubber you put up have sold. Okay. Leather worker. I've got 103. So we'll go ahead and convert that. I do skip a lot. 44. 44 isn't useful in any of the ones I'm... So I can convert any of that. 55 is also not interesting. Michael, welcome to the workforce. 90 on a armor is intriguing, though. Desynthesis. Desynthesize a unique or untradeable item. Yes. Da-da-da! It is lost. Desynthesis levels 260. Wow, that's high. We'll go put it... I don't know. We'll hold on to it for now. $279, because I do plan on leveling up my desynth a lot. So, that's what all those items are on some of those inventories. 120? I don't have anything that can do 120 yet, but I'm intrigued. Armor 145? Nope. Desynth not allowed. I assume that means you're also not going to want to make that Desynth 360. We'll hold on to that. I assume that if it's not Desynth, I'm not going to be able to turn it into Grand Company stuff, but we'll try. I don't have anything that can take on 120s. Or 260s. Move this stuff back over here. Okay. Man. Crushing my soul here. Desynth can be expensive to level. 360. That's why I'm holding on to this stuff that's like effectively, you know, low cost. Minimum cost, because I can't do anything with it right now. I need to just pick one and just dump the cost into it and get it there, get it up there. Is this Goldsmith? Goldsmith, 133. Let's do it. Yes. Cool. I mean, that's exactly the problem, Chronicles, is once you skip a few, it just gets so confusing. I've tried at various points in Stormblood to care again, and you end up too far behind. 70 on Weaver. Weaver's at 91, so it actually still gains something from that. So let's go ahead and desynth that. Do not care that it is special. Get it gone. Hey, Mastercraft Demi Materia. Decent 285. Decent 279. Decent 265. No desynth available. Cannot convert. I assume this stuff is all going to be things that I just have to delete if I don't want it to just clog up inventory somewhere. Alright. Cool. So, saving all that for future desynthesis, because I would like to level desynthesis. Entrust or withdraw items. No, that's not what I meant. This is a lot. I wish there might be an easier way to deposit than right-clicking these one at a time. But I wish I could just, like, right-click them. Like, inventory space full. Okay. Give me my next retainer, please. Do green thing next, that's fine. Entrust withdraw items. Cool. What's going on, Leland? Okay, that looks good. Those items all need to go to Gridania. You logged off in Limsa. Cool. I'm super excited. Oh. Once we're in Gridania here, we'll be able to just stop by, Liam. Very cool. Once I can stop by Grand Company, and we'll jump into all that mess. Getting rid of this stuff. And then once this round of items is gone, we'll keep diving into some more slots. Okay. Under supply and provisioning, expert delivery, hide armory. Great. Show me the seals. So I might as well build this back up. Okay. How many does that leave me with? None. Oh, switching class organized my inventory. I was like, what just happened? Because it's a macro. Okay, so on that note, let's go ahead and drop off Materia. Because we converted a fair bit. Whoa. My bag won't take any more here. Interesting. Probably time that I get this out of here then. And we'll go drop this guy. Cool. We need to sell off all of that on the market board. And then this stuff, I would hope I would have a vendor price. Isn't there like a flower seller here? Yeah. Spirit Bond is done. Cool. Does that mean I can convert it? No. Well, then why did you ask me? Who cares about my Spirit Bond if you're not going to let me... Yeah, get it gone. It's done. Okay. So then these items have to be deleted. Okay. Cool. I should trade in the main stat. Yeah, I've been buying them, Sparta. People are selling them below cost. I just bought a ton of them. I mean, they'll still be worth turning into different things until you get down to the last few. Like, I mean, they'll still be worth rotating into other materia. And they won't be available on the loot table. I don't know if they are right now, if you rotate them in, if you can, like, get a main stat. But if you do if you talk to Mutamix, then afterwards, that should be fine. Okay. My summoning bell here. I don't care about your butterfly. I want to talk to my retainer, who's selling all kinds of things here. Sell items in my inventory. Sell another map, please. Oh my gosh, they plummeted some more. But I just sold mine. 18,998. Okay. I literally just sold mine for like 2,000 more than that. Look at that. Mastercraft Demon Materia. Beautiful. 49,999. Beautiful. Hard silver nuggets. 989. And that is why you should desynthesize. Okay. But like the first 100 or 200 levels of desynthesis, they're so rare to get anything of value. And then it just spikes. You think desynth is best on blacksmith because you can do it with all the weapons? That's interesting. I have it on all my armor. Sparta, it looked like they just wouldn't be useful, that you would be able to still rotate them in. You're saying I should get rid of I should go rotate all my main stat ones now? I can go do that. I mean, it's what my plan is with them anyway. So. Alright, well, let me finish up my gear, and then we'll do that. Because I still got more gear. I'm hoping Chronicles that my the story is something that I can actually pick up on this time, but we'll see. I'll know before my first stream, because Brian's up first, so I'll know for my first stream if I'm going to be spoiler-free or not. Okay, sort. Alright. So we made it down to hands, right? Yep. And so next up is waste. The first waste that's not needed. Perception, 48. Retrieve Materia. Cool. And convert it. Cool. And then a 50 tank. Get it gone. Cannot convert. Another 50 tank. That's probably why I can't convert, because I probably was dumb enough to share my experience across the two of them. Another 50 tank. This time I've gone up in eye level. And actually up in skill here. If I open up this... Got a lot of menus open here. Move this descent down. Okay, so armor is at 87, so I've got some... Oh, leatherworker. Leatherworker's at 103. Let's do it. Desynth. Yes. Get it gone. What time do I start streaming? I think we're going to start around 3 a.m. What's up, Brian? Did you want to open up Zoom? I believe I have everything set up. And then another descent. Alright. That's a pretty good haul there. And then a 120. Should be a pretty low chance. Yeah. Success rate, 37%. Let's live a little, guys. I should probably wait. Yep, so that I don't fail it, but that's okay. Let's just get it gone. Leatherworker 110. Okay. Let's try it again. Let's see if I can do a little better with 81%. Ooh, big win, big win. 3 a.m. Well, the game goes live at 4 a.m., so we'll be live at 3 a.m. I think Brian's going to have in his background some footage from the media tour. We're just going to chat and hang out and kind of get rolling. And then he'll stream until about breakfast. And then he'll take a 3 to 4 hour break, and I'll take over. And then at that time, I will already know if my stream's going to be spoiler-free, because for the first 3 hours, you won't be able to see my screen, and Brian's will not be spoiler-free. And so by then, I'll know if I'm gonna do that here. I mean, should we just do it, guys? It's a 23% chance. Let's do it. Great success. Oh, so good. Okay. Armor. Level 58. Armor is at 145. Not even close. I bet I can't even desynth it yet. Yeah. 0%. I will not even let you waste your chance at this. Level 66 for land. That's Leatherworker 279. This one's not even desynthesizable. 60 caster gear. That's got to be converted or sent to the people. Okay. I'd like those two to go live on a retainer. So I may have to... I'm not standing in the optimal place for this. 255 on Leatherworker. 60 for caster. That can be desynth at a later time. 60 for caster can be desynth at a later time. You'll probably end up in my stream. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, there's a good chance that I'm spoiler free, but I'll be sure to put it in the thumbnail and the title, just in case. I don't want people saying, "Oh, Chris is streaming; it'll be safe," and then it turns out I actually really like the story. But with New Game Plus, like, if it doesn't just feel like I have to do it, I'll just hold off, and I can always play it again. We can do a spoiler stream for that, you know, intentionally. All right. 360, we'll save that for later. And 375. Oh, I was wearing... Man, I had 375 gear. It's a bummer. 380 is only so much better. Alright. We'll hold on to the 60 slot in there. I think I have a full set of 60 Poetics gear still intact. Just laying around. Oh, my Blue Mage. That gets saved. And not desynthesizable. Level 15. Get it gone. Cannot be converted. That's such a bummer. Can any of this be converted? I don't know that I've been checking as well. Okay. Moving right along. 44, Disciple of Magic. Too low a level to be interesting. 49. Cannot be converted. What's up, Camp? Alright. And level 50 for Paladin. Gross. Never going back to that. Thank you. 43. Ooh, I can convert it. What level? 42? Yeah. I'll take the Materia, please. That is indeed my final answer. Alright. And looks like Brian's going to join me in some audio here. So I'll tell you guys when he's in, and hopefully you guys can tell me if you can hear him. Join with computer audio.
Howdy, howdy.
Howdy, howdy.
Dude, the script is freaking epic. So at some point I'm going to go and actually like finish recording. Like it was kind of redoing a couple of things, but geez Louise.
All right, they can hear you.
Howdy. All right. Whoop, whoop. What's up, Camp?
Didn't even realize the music ended. I've been focused.
Focused.
Dialed in.
Nice.
I don't want to get rid of something that I'm not supposed to.
Right.
You could really muck something up here.
No. It's like Chris can't step into the first dungeon. His gear is destroyed. No.
Yeah.
As well.
It'd be a bad day to throw my 380 in the trash. Desynthesize. And there's the 60 tank gear. I also want to keep that gunbreaker gear around.
Yeah.
Ooh, 61 Disciple of Land. Yes, please. Those are good because they have all that good. See, and somebody just bought another. There's a lot of people running maps tonight.
Oh yeah, it's think of this as maps week, because essentially,
cool.
Like, what you're going to end up having a lot of fun. It's going to be a night of, it's like if you're going to kind of celebrate and bid bon voyage to Stormblood, maps seems like the most appropriate use of your time.
That's awesome
because it's changing, it's fun. What's going on?
Good morning,
Gito.
Good morning, Gito. 63 we'll hold on to. 65 Disciple of Land. What's my... I think I still need that. Because my miner's 64. So we'll hold on to that. 70 Disciple of Land. Don't I have that in a set? Oh, I have a 63 with Materia. Oh, that's interesting. 360. Get that crap out of here. Yeah, I just wondered why that one wasn't being used in a gear set, because it's better. So if I jump over to my botanist, the reason it's not... So it uses 63, because all I've done on these is cap them and then move on to the next thing. So I need to equip that, and then take these 63s, which are still going to be on my miner, and I need to update this gear set, and I need to go slot materia in it. Just let's go grab some decent materia. Sort this, and we'll go grab like some gathering something. Because gathering is going to be what I want for when I'm leveling. We'll go grab some gathering plus 10s. Oh, I only had one of those. Well, that makes sense. They're very expensive. We'll go gather... We'll do a gathering plus 6. Great. What do I think about patch 8.2? Looks so good. Goes live tomorrow.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It goes tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody
Oh,
said
yeah,
that
they're
you
gonna try
can't
to
actually play
compete.
Classic with the WoW token. And
I think that's incorrect.
yeah, I was like, if
but
you're subscribed,
I don't know how they would
active,
distinguish.
you know?
Yeah, they don't care. Like I think once you're inside the BattleNet system, they don't care. I went and tried to look for it, and I couldn't find anywhere that says that if my account is not active. I think it's just a drop down in your launcher. But we'll find out. If so, then I can subscribe for a month or two. But I'm trying to do it on WoW Token time. Okay. Oh, I am. You guys said there was a Materia melder in this area. I see a mender, culinarian. Where would a melder be? Jeweler? I think it'll fix a lot of the problems. I think 8.1 was a step in the right direction. Anybody? Oh, sure enough. Anybody who thought that it would be like this instant fix, like that's just not reasonable. You can't swing a ship that fast. Like 8.1 is already, like 5.1 is already being worked on, no matter what they tell us. Like there's no way they're not already working on 5.1. And so they realize something is fatally wrong with the battle system during 5.0. We're not going to see a fix until 5.2. We might see it swing a little bit during 5.1, but it's not going to be a total fix. And so with the number of things that BFA had that people wish was different, it was always going to take at least 2 content cycles to fix it. So, yeah, I'm willing to give it a shot. I'm still subscribed. All right.
They always really, root for the devs, even if the publisher can be kind of silly.
All right. Sell items in my inventory. Let's sell off some of this leather that I built up while we're here. 40.36. Man, people are buying all sorts of stuff tonight. 17,999. Some of this leather is pricey. And some of it is not. Cool. I'm excited at how much Materia I've built up to.
Wait, how much you got?
I don't know if you have my stream up.
I do right now.
It's a healthy variety. Yeah, it's a healthy variety.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of Materia. Materia. Dadgummit, I lost it. I heard it, and my brain trips it up.
It's like material.
Yeah.
Materia. All right. You hear that 70s show? That's what. Yeah, my wife is. She just finished The Office, rewatching it, and so she's watching that 70s show in the background. Let's see. She's in the living room. Entrust or withdraw items. Yes. And this is all stuff that I need to desynth at some point. Okay. I think she just started it maybe a day or so ago, so I think she's still in season 1. Okay. That was to my... Did we make it all the way down the left side? Did we do boots? No, we didn't do boots. That was literally just waist and pants that clogged all that mess up. Oh. It's the gift that keeps on giving here. Alright. Housing's going to stay the same or change? I mean, I assume it'll be more of the same. Just to be real honest. I don't see them making any drastic changes, but I'd love to be surprised. Yeah, Chronicles, WoW is very much my secondary game. It's my way of relaxing from 14, which probably means that I'm starting to settle into a MMORPG rut. The fact that my secondary game is still the same genre, as opposed to like I used to play like racing games on the side or shooting games on the side, and now I'm like, no, I'd like to do the same thing, but from a different perspective. Return to inventory. And, ooh, convert. Yes, please.
All right.
And
cut that.
Convert. Yes, please.
Jeez, I literally might just do the prehistory 1 and 2 as one video, because this is just like, I don't know if anybody's gonna watch a 2-hour video. And then I would break up, and I would do 3, 4, and Crystal Tower. So essentially it's prehistory 1.0 and 2.0, and then, which I've got most of that already recorded. I just have to go finish the footage, and I could probably get that out pretty soon. And then I would do, in a separate video, 3.0, 4.0, and Crystal Tower. I think that would actually be something that the fear is like I keep working on it, and then it's like, and at some point in 5.0, I'm like, I finally finished the story. What do you think, chat?
Would you release it before you?
I would, like, literally, if I
is it your fishing 2 of 3?
No, fishing 2.
I hope you guys know that it's been so long with the fishing that I'm not gonna release fishing part 3. And when I redo the fishing guides for Stormblood or Shadowbringers, I've told Brian that I think that I'm going to re-record them all at once so that I know I'll finish the series, and then I'm going to number it +1. So if it ends up being a 6-part series, it is going to be parts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 of 7. Just to lean into the fact that I never finished.
Just to screw with you.
Whose video you're watching? This is Chris's inventory management. Brian's working on a video right now.
Hey, Chris, thank you very much. I hope you are well as well. So I'm asking the question. I need to get y'all's chat weigh in on this. Would you rather me release the story so far, part 1, where it's prehistory 1.0 and 2.0, and then do part 2, which would be 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, and the Crystal Tower? Or would you rather have it as all one? I mean, it's already at 45 minutes right now with what I'm talking about. Without
so the question is, how long of a video are you guys willing to watch? It's a long. I mean, we've been capping most of our content at an hour, and like we've had a lot more stuff pushing that half hour or longer lately, which you guys seem to be engaging with.
Chris says split it up. Brian says in parts. I would recommend Kino doing the Crystal Tower this week, because I'm going to say right now, I honestly would be surprised if they do not make the Crystal Tower required, because the Crystal Tower is 100% purely integral to what we're going to see with the first.
They could also scale it up, and it could re-release it as like a hard mode and then push us through it manually, regardless of whether or not you've done it. Make it a 4-man or something. I'm just saying, like, there's options. They don't, and I'm sure from a design development that whatever they did was well discussed.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Most people seem to be saying that kind of go ahead and split it up.
Ooh, look at how much space came out of that one.
Yeah,
wow.
This is what I'll be doing on Wednesday. So if you guys want to,
I actually like having a lot of earrings and
on the Wednesday
necklaces, and I don't know why earrings, rings, and necklaces. I think a lot more of them are like.
I hope you guys like this. I've been working on this a lot, and I'm just sitting here and just like, gosh. I think the problem also right now is like, especially when you get into this like Stormblood itself, it's like you got the Legend Returns, Rise of the New Sun, the various patches Under the Moonlight, Prelude of Violence. I did kind of story summaries on those. So yeah, let me focus on this because it's been a while. So it's actually been kind of a wonderful jaunt, through memory lane in that regards. And that way also, if I do make a mistake, somebody can kind of post it, then I can kind of correct it in the other video. I'm like, okay, pop, pop, pop.
All right. What do I prioritize for management of inventory? I don't worry at all about how dirty my retainers are. I just slam my I just keep my main inventory clean.
If I do that Sparta, that could end up. I could probably dive more into it because essentially it kind of goes like this. It's like it's narrative. It's not. I'm not going into like an excruciating amount of detail like on various characters, but I do touch on several of them, and I just need to kind of listen to what I've got recorded and then kind of do it. But it's still love the on life and ether when all within all beings, whether it be man, animal, or even plant, does ether flow. It is the spark which grants life to the lifeless. Conversely, death can said to be occurred once ether has left the corporeal object. From this, it is clear to see why many scholars use the words life and ether interchangeably. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see here. I think I've got a good sounding voice right now at this level. Try to record at the same time after having talked all day. All right.
My saddlebag is full. Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa, Nelly.
What do you mean my saddlebag is full? That is unacceptable. Let's go check the prices of Materia.
I went and put on our calendar, Chris, like kind of the different stream blocks, just FYI. So you haven't looked at it a little bit. That starts on Friday. Okay. And so like chat, like they were asking, yeah, I'm gonna start like at 3 if you're gonna be up. Kind of hanging out with people, getting that hype train going for anybody who's up bright and early. So I'll go from 3 to 7, and Chris takes over from 7, and then I'll come back at 11, vice versa. We'll just keep bouncing back and forth.
Are you sourcing with Ethis or Moose?
Oh no, I'm going off of the encyclopedia, my experience, Wikipedia, like all the fun stuff. But yeah, like I've spoken with like Moose and Ethis about various things like that. I'd like to do some collabs with them. I think that'd be kind of fun.
New Gridania.
Oh yeah.
I literally don't hear anything. Do you guys hear music? I don't hear music. Try to turn it up.
Man, dude, we're less than 100 away from 39,000.
Your voices. All right.
And I think it's the stretch. I think Chris and I have said it's a stretch, but it's like, how epic would it be to be at 40,000 subs by the time Shadowbringers drops?
I don't think it'll happen.
Yeah.
But
have faith.
We were hoping for 35.
Yeah.
Like so we are
definitely,
so far above what we were ever hoping for. All right. That's the only thing that can be turned into seals. Does that mean that the rest of all of this, if I sort...
It is if you're going for Gunbreaker, Gito. If you're going for Gunbreaker there. If you're going for Story, Mordona. But I'm just going to log out at my house. Hey, Leland.
Armor cannot... Okay, I can desynth this. I can desynth this. Welcome, Hillary. Okay.
Woot, welcome, Hillary.
He can go vendor.
Get some hearts in chat for Hillary, everybody. Welcome to the workforce.
All this gear that is non... If they're not going to let me convert it, turn it into Grand Company seals, or desynth it, then like they're saying, oh, this is 100% spirit bound, but like, oh, I can't convert that one. Okay. Cannot do it while I'm occupied. All right.
Where are the daggum hearts? Found balloons. I'm gonna go with balloons.
Yeah, none of this can be converted. All right, let's sell it. Sell, 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 and sell. Now, this stuff down here... they're not letting me do anything with. The Mackay stuff is just a bunch of...
Did you tweet out the stream?
I did.
Good.
Let's see what this shield looks like. Yeah, that's cool. Alright, we'll hold on to it. Okay. So, I believe I'm done with inventory.
Yeah, Sparta.
So I've cleaned out all my inventory. I've cleaned out my quest log. I've cleaned out my armory chest. Get this stuff listed. And I will have done everything.
If the first thing you're going to do, Sparta, is literally just go talk to the NPC and pick up the quest, then yeah, but that's not the first thing I'm going to do. So I'm going to log out and log back in and play around with my hotbars and skills and then go in and hit the dump.
I fear about the lag of trying to log into the busiest area. So I like getting into the server.
It could be instance though, and that's usually what they end up doing. Great.
I just like logging in on my house and not being slammed with 9 majillion, like making that choice to log into an area where all the people are.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
It's probably fine. That's just my preference.
I'm gonna hang.
It's one load
hang out
screen.
in text. I gotta get this recorded.
Okay.
I can get this thing done, and then I can work on part 2 of 3. So
I wonder if I could break 12 million tonight.
Ooh,
that'd be cool.
That would be epic. There's a goal. All right, I'll talk to you guys in chat. I'm just gonna do my my reading voice for this. Bye, chat. Bye, Chris.
All right, see ya. The meeting has ended. 1,099. Okay. I don't need this stimmy materia for anything, do I? Have a good one, Gito. I don't do anything with it, so like maybe I'll need it at some point. Sell items in your inventory. Battlecraft in materia. Please be worth something. It is. Okay. This sells for 200. And it sells for exactly 200, so I could always acquire more. So let's just vendor it. Clear demi materia. 1,000. It is trading below value. So vendor it. Clear demi materia 3, selling for 5,000. It's at 5,000. And so, vendor it. I have 48 of it. My god. 240,000 gil. Just sitting there. That pushed me way over 12 million. Alright. Well, that was easy. Interest or withdraw items. In trust. Great. So we'll sort that. I'm at 10. Why am I at 10? Oh, because there's an extra materia in there. Yeah, that's fine. I don't want to buy it back. Wow, that's 240 plus 95 plus 8,600. So that was like, I don't know, 350,000 gil or whatever. Great. Neat. Open up my saddlebag here. Oh, something sold. How nice. I mean, for double profit at a cap per week. Like, you know how long it'd take to sell off 350,000 worth of stuff? Especially since I still get tokens from them returning every week or whatever. Anything in here that I can sell? No. Okay. Cool. That's awesome. Red thing. Give me the money. Sell items in your retainer's inventory. We'll sell off the first thing I can right-click on. and vendor it. Cannot see past the chat. Okay. That's like, it's worth so little, but I don't care. And we will retrieve from retainer, retrieve from retainer, retrieve from retainer, retrieve from retainer, retrieve from retainer. That way we can have something on that last. When I have a lot of stuff being generated, I actually organize which retainer sells which types of items so that I don't double list over myself if I start to get duplicates. But right now we're just trying to fill them all. Dravanian spring water. Oh. Did I just put that in my... Yeah. That's what I want you to sell. Great. And you can have this, you can have this. I know some of this stuff might end up being vendored, so I figured I'd just move over a couple items. Alright, so that put me back down to 9 of 140. Great. Cool. Done. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's everything I needed to do. I will be logging out on my warrior because I will be logging in on my warrior. All of my gear is fully repaired. I am at cap. My story is done. I'm going to go to my house because that is where I want to log back in for the first time in Shadowbringers. And I made it to over 12 million, which is great. That's a solid amount of money to have. I think that's it. Trying to think of anything else I need to do. In all honesty, quest log's empty. Like literally empty. So when I jump into areas, no matter how many side quests they have, I can pick up anything I want. So you can see literally every quest is there, done. That's it. Buttons are on. Buttons are bound. Interface looks good. Inventory looks good. Armory chests look good. I mean, they don't have that many slots in the armory chest because there's just not that many slots. Callie, welcome to the workforce. But you can see none of these slots, like my biggest slot is like necklaces and weapons and rings. But rings build up because like there are a lot of rings. So, cool. Got food. Yes. Yes. If I push Shift T, you can see I have 86 food on me. That's dirt crap food that'll be good for experience, and I can replace that with the Shadowbringers food. I sold off my, if I push T again, I sold off my crafting and gathering food because I don't plan on leveling those yet. And they were selling below vendor. And, I mean, they were selling, yeah, below vendor. Below, just dirt cheap. So I could always buy more cheap, whatever. I've got my experience scrolls on me. I don't have... Let me go back to Gridania. Yeah, I don't know why with Yoshi P he's not allowing us to equip more rings. At least on limited jobs. Give him different slots. Give him a different interface for equipping gear. Why not? I mean, they could have 10 rings. Like, it doesn't matter. None of it matters, right? Like, the limited job could have a totally different interface. I get why it doesn't, but they might as well. Junju, welcome. With Miner and Botanist, it would be super easy, yeah? So, my plan is just to kind of refresh everybody. I did put a video out on this, just in case you wonder what my plan is, and then Brian put out a video and his plan. My plan is to do Warrior first, Gunbreaker second, then I'm going to take a break and I'm going to do Botanist so that every day I can try to keep some stacks up so I can make some of that initial big money. And then I'm going to do White Mage, then I'm going to do Dancer and then White Mage. And then after that, it starts to get a little bit fuzzier. I have a plan, but like, I mean, who knows? That we'll play a little more by ear. Like if Brian's leveling his tank or whatever, I'm obviously going to take a DPS instead of leveling my Astro. Just depends. If you guys are having a blast and I have a long time to stream, then I may fish. Like it'll just depend. That should get me more than enough time into the future that we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I regret it has ended in failure. Alright. Well, then do it again. One of these gives you... increases experience while defeating enemies in the field. Yeah. That's the one I want. I think it gets overwritten by the FC buff, but I think that's the one I want. Great. We can actually log in here. That way this gets done first. So, that's logical. I don't know. Screw my squadron. I want to log in and see in my house. We're going to log in and see in my house. Random question, new to 14. Does Arcanist start to heal at 30 when it becomes Scholar? That sounds right. Yes. I think you queue for healer as... I think White Mage is one of the early healers your Conjure. There's very little healing in the sub 30 dungeons, so... There's only a handful of sub 30 dungeons anyway, but yes, that sounds right. I don't remember Arcanist having any heals. Do you guys? Alright. Yes, so we want to log in right here. I love this thing so much. Main, then Gatherers, then one from each role. Nice. Yeah, I don't plan on doing a lot at cap. So, like, I plan on getting to cap, and then, because we don't get tomes until we're, like, 4 weeks in. We have 2 weeks until we get our, as soon as I have cap and I have the story cleared, I'll start on Gunbreaker. So, and since I'm just not that worried about it. Gear for the 8-man should be relatively easy to get. And then once we have tomes, like, I'll try to get my tome gear, but that's about it. But Brian and I aren't known for always being best in slot. Alright, guys. I think that's it. Farewell to Stormblood. Oh, your goal is to max everything. That's bold. I think that's it. I think, yeah, I mean, honestly, Arcanist probably could heal for the content, but I don't think they're allowed to queue as one. I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to say farewell to Stormblood. I will be logging in one more time to make sure that there wasn't like a Tuesday like little secret patch or whatever that my PS4 didn't download, because I don't want anything like that. So I'll be logging in probably on Wednesday before the server goes down to make sure that my PlayStation is good. And this is it. My last stream of Stormblood feels weird. I think that's... Goodbye, Pig. We'll see you in Shadowbringers. You guys take care. It's been a blast. We are going to continue to have videos coming out at 9 and 1 every day. We're even going to 1999 from Omus. Thank you so much. Sending off Stormblood in style. I think we are going to... we're going to continue publishing. We're trying to think of some posts that we can pre-schedule so that while we're streaming, we can have 9 and 1s for the 28th and 29th and so on until we're caught up enough. Once we're caught up enough to have the new content take over. But it's hard to think of video ideas that we feel like making that are really exciting that we can make before it comes out that will still be relevant after it comes out. So we'll work on it. But 9 and 1 Central Time has been our posts. If I don't see you guys live sooner, I will see you guys at 3 a.m. Central Time, an hour before the servers go live for Shadowbringers. Brian will be on. He will be first up. You will see his shining face and him in chat. And then I will take over from him at around breakfast. He will take over from me about lunch. And we will continue to pass the torch back and forth. Our goal is to ideally make it at least that first 24 hours or until we're both at cap. It could take him a lot longer to get to cap than me because there's a good chance I'm still skipping story, and then I'll come back at 5.1 with New Game Plus and replay the 5.0 to 5.1 in a spoil specific stream. So I will see you guys then. Thank you, Almost, once again. You guys have a fantastic evening, and I'll see you guys all in Shadowbringers. Is there anybody I can raid? Is there anybody we can go say hello to over on Twitch? Somebody else that's doing all of the prep in the world. I've been saying goodbye long enough, I assume, that you guys... Let's go say hi to... Oh, he's playing Outer Wilds. Well, that's not the same. I was going to go root him on in Final Fantasy. That's not okay.
Give me less than 10 minutes. I'm literally just going to get a copy of this.
Let's go say hi to Spoofy.
Stay with me.
Do you guys have anything clever you want to say to Spoofy? So we'll go say hi to Spoofy. I will put a link for her in chat since there's no easy way to raid, and that is where we're headed. I'm gonna go say hi to her. You guys, I don't know. We got to come up with something clever for these sort of things. But hey, from WorkToGame will work for now. I will see you guys over there if you're interested. Getting your last Ixion mount before it's irrelevant. That's so cool, Shima. Good night. Take care. I will see a few of you in Spoofy's stream if you want to make the jump. And I will see you guys in Shadowbringers.